أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإلهكم إله واحد لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم. From 63 to 76 number verse is the 6th chapter. Tawheed is claimed for the second time in this, and there are 10 rational arguments on it. There is a reprimand for the people who claimed, and then there is a rebuke for the polytheists and an exoneration of the false gods from their worshipper and their prohibitions other than Allah, lighayrullah, and on their arguments. And there is a rejection argument or nazar lighayrullah, and unconcealment is a severe fear. And this was 163. The problem is about monotheism. Masla Tawheed. Ilah is that a self whose rights should be served, fulfill the needs, who remove the suffering, who is helper and owner of prophets and laws. It is called Ilah. There is no God but Allah. La ilaha illallah. Wa ilahukum ilahun wahid. Your God is only one God. Your Ilah is only one Ilah. La ilaha illahu ar-Rahmanur Rahim. There is no Ilah. There is no God worthy of worship except Him, the most compassionate and the most merciful. La ilaha illahu. There is an illusion and that says that the great God will be one and there can be small idols too. So the answer was no. La ilaha illallah. That the attributes of divinity and divinity cannot be fulfilled in anyone else. These attributes are only in one case. The existence of another God is a very big thing. It cannot happen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. There is a hint in these attributes that there is only one God who gives blessing. So dissolution and prohibition are also in His power. So shirk with tahrim is rejected, and on dissolutions this word is also the great name. This is a great word. There are many chances of acceptance of dua on praying on it. There is oneness, yani Tawheed in it. This word is the cause of peace of heart. There are argument in the 164 number verse by mentioning 10 things which implies monotheism. Inna fi khalqis samawati wal ard. Indeed, in the creation of the heaven and the earth, waqtilafil layli wan nahar, the alternation of the day and night, wal fulki allati tajri fil bahr bima yanfa'un nas, the ships that sail the sea for the benefits of humanity, wa ma anzalallahu minas samai min ma'in fa ahya bihi al-arda ba'da mawtiha wa bassa fiha min kulli dabbatin. The rain is sent down by Allah from the skies, reviving the earth after his death. wa bassa fiha min kulli dabbatin, the scattering of all kind of creature throughout. Wa tasrifir riyah, the shifting of the winds. Was sahabil musakhkhari bayna as-samai wal ard, and the clouds drifting between the heaven and the earth. La ayatin liqawmin yaqilun, and all of these are surely sign for people of understanding. Khalaqa as-samawati, it includes sun, moon, stars, etc. Walard, it includes mountain, greenery, trees, etc. Waqtilafil layli wan nahar, it is the difference between light and darkness, and to be long and short and behind each other means Vimayan Paunas. There is a hint in it that the journey of the river is not permissible without the intention of benefiting this world or the hereafter. Watasrifir riyah, acceleration from different sides, and then slow down and past. All them are included. 165 number verse, and this blame the polytheist means polytheist fear scholars and their elders who taught his follower polytheism, and these people were imitating them, and it is called law. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَن يَتَّخِذُ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ أَندَادًا يُحِبُّونَهُمْ كَحُبِّ اللَّهِ. Still there are some who take other as Allah's equal. They love them as they should love Allah. وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ, but the true believers love Allah even more. وَلَوْ يَرَى الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا إِذْ يَرَوْنَ الْعَذَابَ أَنَّ الْقُوَّةَ لِلَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ شَدِيدُ الْعَذَابِ. If only the wrongdoers could see the horrible punishment awaiting them, they would certainly realize that all power belongs to Allah, and that Allah is indeed severe in punishment. وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ, intensity in the love of Allah Ta'ala. This is the attributes of believers. Intensity means extreme. Believers love Allah Almighty very much. Here are its symptoms: that it will spend more time on the place of prayer. It will not saturated with remembrance of Allah Ta'ala. It will not be saturated with things about Allah Ta'ala. Allah will be mentioned in every talks, in every speak of them, and every words. The love of Allah will be evident from their eyes. The love of Allah will be filled in their cells. May Allah bless us with His love. Yuhibbunhum on this meaning, they obey them, or on the meaning of true love. What is necessary is financial worship or physical worship. Kahubbillah, there is a hint in it that love and then Allah is a shirk at that time, which leads to inequality with them in law. Walau yara, the vision of the eyes, and in its subject is hidden. Al-azab, lohum, reward is hidden, and these al-quwwat are the place of two patios. In the end, the reward is hidden. In other words, their people do not commit shirk. Ashaddu hubban, in other words, believers do not obey anyone else as they obey Allah, and they leave the obedience of other people but the obedience of Allah Ta'ala. Therefore, their obedience is strong. Verse number 66 and 177. In these two verses, their fear and murid are being presented with a map of the next world's relationship with each other. Istabarra alladhina tubi'u min alladhina tabau wa ra'u al-azaba wa taqatta'at bihim al-asbab. Consider the day when those who mislead others will disown their followers, when they face the torment, and the bonds that united them will be cut off. وقال الذين اتبعوا لو أن لنا كرة فنتبرأ منهم كما تبرأوا منا. The misled follower will cry, if only we could have a second chance, we would disown them as they disowned us. كذلك يريهم الله أعمالهم حسرات عليهم. And so Allah will make them remorseful of their misdeeds. وَمَا هُمْ بِخَارِجِينَ مِنَ النَّارِ, and they will never be able to leave the fire. Who are the players, politicians, a leader who are today? There are people behind them, and they are blindly following, and in the love of those who have forgotten Allah and the Messenger, then the people will do this. مِنَ الَّذِينَ فَالْوَرَ are common in this verse, be it good or bad. Why were you people following us without reason? كَذَلِكَ يُرِيهُمُ اللَّهُ, that is, they got the result or reward of this project, and all their deeds, kupriya, shirkiya, and vidya, all these deeds will be nullified, and because of this they will continue to regret. Seek refuge from such sorrow. 168 number verse. The objection is based on the action of shirk, prohibitions, tahrimat, other than Allah, lighairullah, and one thing that Allah Ta'ala made lawful, halal, but people believe it is forbidden for this reason, that by doing or taking it such scent or a scent will harm me. Just as people in Jahiliyyah called the Bahira and Saiba etc. were made. Just like today they are afraid to hunt someone near the grave of elder. And this way false worshipper used to clothe their disciples or giving food what was forbidden. It is called riyaz. This is its order in Sharia. This thing is not forbidden as long as the nazar is not for other than Allah, because doing and believing this is a shirk. Ya ayyuhannasu kulu mimma fil ardi halalan tayyiban. O humanity, eat from what is lawful and good on the earth. Wala tattabi'u khutuwati shaitan, and do not follow Satan's footsteps. Innahu lakum aduwwun mubin. He is truly your sworn enemy. The steps refer to all innovations and sin which are born from whisper of Satan. Kulu, it does not mean making food obligatory, rather it means that he should not forbid himself. This is the reason for number 169 of Satan enmity. In Taqul Allah, telling lies about Allah, which is the root of polytheism and heresy. إنما يأمركم بالسوء والفحشاء وأن تقولوا على الله ما لا تعلمون. He only incites you to commit evil and indecency and to claim against Allah what you do not know. بالسوء والفحشاء, the difference between them is due to a pure reason. بالسوء is a sin, Pasha are practical sin. Su as badness are recognized by Sharia. Pasha is the one whose ugliness is known by reason. Su is the act in which the limit is not known. Pasha is the sin in which the Sharia limit is known, yani cut hand and feet or to stone. 170 number is rejected and this argument against polytheists. They used to say that we only believe the way of our elders to be right and other ways are not right. It is called taqlid shirki mazboom. It is permissible to follow the word of a scholar and an elder because he has said them with reason. So actually this subordination is the argument. But when it is known that this opinion or scholars is against the clear text, then it is obligatory to leave it. Commentary on the Bahrul-Ulum or Tafsir is written in Ibn Atiyah that this is a rejection of imitation, and since the polytheists have imitated the misguided people. But if the taqleed of an imam is unsubstantiated, so he is also included under it. وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمُ اتَّبِعُوا مَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ قَالُوا بَلْ نَتَّبِعُ مَا أَلْفَيْنَا عَلَيْهِ آبَاءَنَا. When it said to them, follow what Allah has revealed, they reply, no, we only follow that we found our forefather practicing. أَوَلَوْ كَانَ آبَاؤُهُمْ لَا يَعْقِلُونَ شَيْئًا وَلَا يَهْتَدُونَ. Would they still do so, even if their forefather had absolutely no understanding or guidance? Abana, it means there are great scholars. In this way, Surah Ma'idah was 104 in Surah Luqman, 21 in Surah Zukhruf, also 171 number ayah. This is an example. It means this, that animal can only hear sounds as they do not understand speech. And exactly the same way, these polytheists imitators, they are unaware of the reality of elders, whether there is any Sharia arguments with them or not. They are deceptive only on their appearance. This example is of the claimant who is the follower of these infidels. They is like a shepherd, and those who disbelieve are like an animal. كمثل الذين ينيقوا بما لا يسمعوا إلا دعاء ونداء صم بكم عمي فهم لا يعقلون. The example of the disbelievers not responding to the messenger's warning is like a flock not comprehending the calls and cries of the shepherd. They are willfully deaf, dumb and blind, so they have no understanding. 172 number. This special literacy is after the general literacy, and shirk fili, halal and haram from own side is shirk, and there is an indication in this verse that using the blessing of Allah Ta'ala in the right way is worship. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kulu min tayyibati ma razaqnakum washkuru lillahi in kuntum iyyahu ta'budun. O believer, eat from the good things we have provided for you and give thanks to Allah if you truly worship Him alone. 173 number. Let's mention about the four prohibitions about food, which is prohibited in all religions, and those people are rejected, those who do these forbidden things, and thus there is a rejection in this verse. Nazaran liqirullah, non-Allah. There is an indication that dead bodies, bags and blood are forbidden, so offering more than that is forbidden. Nazar liqirullah. Innama harrama alaykumul maytata waddama wa lahmal khinziri wa ma uhilla bihi li ghayrillah. He has only forbidden you to eat carrion, blood, swine, and what is slaughtered in the name of any other than Allah. فَمَنِ اضْطُرَّ غَيْرَ بَاغٍ وَلَا عَادٍ فَلَا إِثْمَ عَلَيْهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. But if someone is compelled by necessity, neither driven by desire nor exceeding immediate need, they will not be sinful. Surely Allah is all forgiving, most merciful. وَمَا أُهِلَّ بِهِ لِغَيْرِ اللَّهِ. This means everything on which it should be said that this is thanksgiving, or woe, or nazar, so belongs to the saint and the elders. So it is also include making vows in nazar to other than Allah, and whoever makes a vow or nazar in the name of someone other than Allah, so reciting Bismillah does not make it halal, just like reading Bismillah over haram. Then eating is not halal or permissible in the world. Ma is common in animal and non-animal. Uhilla, it is about the meaning of sounding, not for slaughter. Bihi, Ba is on the meaning of Allah. Ligairillah, lam is it for intimacy, and the intention is to make a vow for something other than Allah. Famanizuturra, compulsion from severe hunger or by the reluctance of disbeliever and oppressors. Ghaira baghin waad, a rebel name of a glutton. Adi, it means one who also eats a friend's share. Ya baghi, asking for that forbidden and accustomed, a trespasser and food and carrier of food. 174 number ayah. There is a serious fear in this number of ayah for the righteous. Here, those people are meet those who hide the truth and use it to divide the wealth of the world. In other words, those who hide the truth because of the greed of the world, and worse than those people which are mentioned in 159 number ayah. That is why 4 punishment are mentioned in this verse. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَكْتُمُونَ مَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ مِنَ الْكِتَابِ وَيَشْتَرُونَ بِهِ ثَمَنًا قَلِيلًا. Indeed, those who hide Allah's revelation, trading them for a fleeting gain. أُولَٰئِكَ مَا يَأْكُلُونَ فِي بُطُونِهِمْ إِلَّا النَّارَ وَلَا يُكَلِّمُهُمُ اللَّهُ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ وَلَا يُزَكِّيهِمْ وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ أَلِيمٌ. Consume nothing but fire, and to their bellies Allah will neither speak to them on the day of judgment, nor will be purify them, and they will suffer a painful punishment. مَا فِي بُطُونِهِمْ. Therefore increase, let it known that akal here means food. Just don't and take it, and so it indicates towards more food until will set it. وَلَا يُكَلِّمُهُمُ اللَّهُ. This is a kinaya for the severe displeasure of Allah. If he calculate with it, then through the angels. وَلَا يُزَكِّيهِمْ, will not cleanse from the sins by apologizing, or will not save from punishment. 175 number ayah. There are mention of 2 bad situations. A purchase by way of guidance. The secondary measure is the fire of hell. أولئك الذين اشتروا الضلالة بالهدى والعذاب بالمغفرة فما أصبرهم على النار. They are the ones who trade guidance for misguidance and forgiveness for punishment. How persistent are they in pursuit on the fire? فما أصبرهم على النار. It is mentioned at the place of surprise so that the listener is surprised, and it is called sabr mazmum, bad patience. There is a reason for punishment in verse 176. Those who differ in the book of Allah, the difference is due to concealment of truth. ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّ اللَّهَ نَزَّلَ الْكِتَابَ بِالْحَقِّ وَإِنَّ الَّذِينَ اخْتَلَفُوا فِي الْكِتَابِ لَفِي شِقَاقٍ بَعِيدٍ. That is because Allah has revealed the book and truth, and surely those who differ regarding it are totally engrossed in opposition. Nazzal al-kitab bil-haq. After that, Pakhtalapu is hidden, because only the revelation of the book of Allah is not the cause of punishment, and in the same way there is a mention of differences with it, shiqaq, that hostility, which creates a complete disconnect between them. Ba'id, it's many steps away from the truth. It is indication that they have gone so far from the truth that there is not an iota of the truth left in them. From here, the second part, which was about the Risalat, came to an end. May Allah forgive many mistakes in this recitation and give us the ability to follow it. Grant us guidance, give healing to those who are sick, and pay the debt of those who are in debt. Remove the worries of those who are worried, and help those who are in travails. So give light to those one who has darkness insides. Ameen. Sadaqallahu al-Azim.